Every child deserves to feel like they matter. In the years of 0 to 5 and 6, like kids, they deserve to play. It's their right. So I get to bring that to them and use that as an opportunity to be able to pepper in some seeds that hopefully will bloom in the future.
Belle Children's Services works at the early stages of life to assess children for their support needs to determine if they have any disabilities or educational delays that we can assist with to help them keep up with their typically developing peers.
The goal is to make sure that the kids who are in our daycare centers are appropriately prepared for kindergarten. So making sure that they are hitting those developmental milestones before we send them into kindergarten, and if they're not, they have the appropriate tools and materials and the appropriate support system to continue into kindergarten.
From my own experience, I've seen that children who did not get any kind of intervention prior to coming to kindergarten, they're always going to be behind, and it takes a long time for them to catch up.
Your success in kindergarten really is kind of the foundation of how you will do in those higher grades. The earlier you can get a service started when a child has a delay, the better. So all the research shows that early intervention really makes a difference as far as how they interact with other kids and all of their school readiness skills.
We like to go off of the embedded learning model, which is basically where we go and identify the kids who might need extra support hitting those developmental milestones.
When we assess children, we do it all through play. We make it fun. We do it inside the classroom, so they're comfortable, they're in their natural environment. We pull out activities and we meet them where they are.
The kids see it as you're just playing with them, but based on gathering all the information together, it kind of tells us, okay, are they where they're supposed to be with language, with motor, with communication, with answering questions? Or if they haven't had that exposure, then these are some things that we need to do with them to give them that level playing field.
So once that assessment is scored, then we're going to sit down with the teacher as well as the parents and talk about those scores and kind of where their child fell and talk about different activities that we can do to strengthen those areas.
If they are not reaching their developmental milestones, then we write an action plan and we work with them on the particular goals that they need to work on.
Maybe they need some social practice with social skills or play skills, taking turns back and forth. So we get that information and then we work with the kids and play and practice weekly.
With these assessments, when the teachers have them, they get a clear picture of how the child learns, as well as where we can challenge them and where their needs are.
And I find that very helpful as a teacher because sometimes you think inside of a box. And it helps to have somebody else's perspective.
We come into the centers through the embedded program and really partner with the director, with the teacher, and see, how are we meeting if a kid is learning differently, if they have different abilities, how can we accommodate for that child?
When we come into a classroom, we are really working on our relationships with those teachers because they know those kids best. They know that hey, yes, I might be having some challenges with this kid, but I know that somebody is coming this week to help me, and I know she's gonna have new and fresh ideas that she's going to work with me on in my classroom. So I love that they feel the partnership as much as we do.
It's just been great. It's been a great help to us. They come in and they work really well with the teachers. So we're just excited just to have this organization on our team.